With that theme, and I'm joined by the ANC's KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Secretary, Mdumiseni Ntuli. Mr. Ntuli, thank you for your time. Just your reflection as a political organization, the governing party in KwaZulu-Natal, King Goodwill Zwelithini has been a pillar within the structures of leadership and governance in KwaZulu-Natal for many, many years.
Well, thank you very much, Thulasizwe. Good afternoon to you and the fellow viewers of eNCA. Well, first and foremost, the leadership of the African National Congress in KwaZulu-Natal has really learned with deep sadness and shock about what is obviously in our understanding an unexpected departure of His Majesty King Zwelithini KZN. And of course, for his own part, we wish to say that farewell to His Majesty and farewell to our dear and our beloved King, and for the people of KwaZulu-Natal, with whom the King has been a strategic pillar for the success of our province. We have lost a pioneer of peace and reconciliation. We have lost a leader that had the ability to transit all political persuasions and political affiliations and work with everybody else, and truly regarded all of us, irrespective of our political preferences, as his sons and daughters who are engaged in a common strategy to build a prosperity and a better life for the people of KwaZulu-Natal. So the ANC really and the people of KwaZulu-Natal have lost a dependable ally in a task that we're pursuing of building a national democratic society. The King played his own role, and we believe that the royal family will continue as we mourn the King to ensure that they continue to work with the ANC and the people of KwaZulu-Natal to take forward the great deal of the work that was done by His Majesty.
In terms of emphasis on issues that need to be delivered on in governance, you are the governing party, and at some point you were not the governing party. In fact, it's quite easy to forget that right in KwaZulu-Natal, at some point the IFP was the governing party, but nevertheless, what's the best way to honor his legacy, Mr. Ntuli, in terms of governance and the causes that he was passionate about? What does the governing party in KwaZulu-Natal, as well as the government it leads, need to do? What do they need to do to honor his legacy?
Well, first and foremost, we, over a period of time since 2004, and even before that, when the ANC was not yet the governing party in the province, but let me say, from the time when the ANC assumed an important privilege, a position of privilege of being the governing party in KwaZulu-Natal, we worked very well with His Majesty. He made enormous contribution in the direction of development. He has been part and parcel of an important intervention that our government was doing to ensure that education does not only become an apex priority for government, but becomes a societal responsibility for which everybody, irrespective of whether you are a public representative, a traditional leader, or just an ordinary citizen of KwaZulu-Natal, understood that there is a responsibility attended to them. And the King played a profound role in that task of ensuring that education is elevated. On the other side, the King was also a key pillar of the advancement of what is called the progressive culture and the tradition of the Zulu nation. So he played a profound role in ensuring that we stick to our traditions, we stick to our culture, but in a way that was not in any way minimizing the role of other people who reside and are part of KwaZulu-Natal and may not actually necessarily be the Zulu. So we have lost a leader of that caliber, and I'm quite certain that this loss, as we mourn this departure of the King as the African National Congress, we do so not on our own, but with the rank and files and all people of KwaZulu-Natal, irrespective of their political station or any persuasion within our province. And we really want to convey our condolences, and we want to insist that the commitments that we made on the manifesto of the ANC delivered by President Cyril Ramaphosa in 2019 in Durban, we remain commitments which we know the King was very keen about us achieving them. The reconstruction of our economy, the importance of improving the infrastructure, roads and agriculture. You know, the King always, all the time insisted that unless we address poverty and hunger, we will not go anywhere as a province. And we believe that the provincial government led by under the leadership of ANC KZN and our premier will live up to that responsibility, which in any event was a task that has been discharged by the government since the beginning of the current term of office.
All right, let's leave it there. That's the ANC's KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Secretary there, Mdumiseni Ntuli.